Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I'm just going to wait a couple of more minutes to see if people jump on the broadcast before we get started with this Tuesday's edition of Let's Talk Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody's surviving the cold weather. I'm here in Houston and winter has finally arrived. I think we skipped fall and went straight to winter. So, I'm having to adjust to some things because it's really cold outside, but it is November. So what do we expect? It's wintertime. But like I said, I hope you guys had a good day, and we're going to spend a couple of minutes talking about some things to consider for the year end. Okay, so welcome to my first viewer. We're going to go ahead and get started. I am Dr. Stephanie. I am your double board certified critical care physician. I work with physicians who are struggling with their jobs, burnt out with their careers, or who just want some career advice. Through my books, webinars, coaching, and speaking, I help physicians discover alternative jobs and careers in medicine so that they can practice medicine on their own terms. Welcome to this Tuesday's edition of Let's Talk Tuesday, which is sponsored by Floyd Lee Locums. Before we get started, I have a favor to ask. I need for you to say hello to me in the comments if you're watching live. If you're watching on replay, type replay. If you like a comment, hit the like button. If you love it, hit the love button. And be sure to share this as much as you need. Tag whoever you think needs to hear this message. So today we're going to talk about locums year-end tips and tricks, and this is our Let's Talk Tuesday edition, sponsored by Floyd Lee Locums. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because we have reached just about the end of the year. And there is the temptation just to relax and to slide on into 2019. And while it's important to enjoy the holiday season, as a locums doctor, there are several things that we need to do during this time of the year to make sure that 2019 starts off on the right foot and that we are successful during 2019 and we get 2019 started off with a bang. So I'm going to give you 3 things that you need to do, 3 locums tips and tricks to ensure that you transition from 2018 to 2019 successfully. The first thing you have to do, and I keep harping on this throughout all of my talks, is to plan your schedule. And what do I mean by that? I mean that you need to sit down and take some time and look at your schedule and look at your calendar and see how many shifts you're actually working during the holiday season. And you should also be actively planning your January and now your February schedule, because like I said, you want to plan your schedule 3 months in advance, because we want to make sure that we are working the adequate amount of shifts that we want to work. So plan your schedule, not just your holiday schedule, but you guys should be doing January and February schedules right now. Because if you don't, you may find that you're not working as much as you would like for the start of the year. So the first thing you need to do is plan your schedule. The second thing you need to do, and this is very important, is to get organized. Since the end of the year is upon us, it is time to start thinking about the 2019 tax season. So for those of us who do locums, who work as independent contractors, in terms of our taxes, we live and die by business expenses and live and die by these receipts. So therefore, you need to track down your receipts so you have adequate records of your business expenditures. You also need to start reconciling your bank accounts if you use just reconciling your bank accounts, and start reconciling what other business accounts you use, whether business banking, if you have used a credit card account, start reconciling those. Start organizing your financial documents. Right now, we all should have some time off during the holidays, and just take some extra time, a couple of hours one day, to start gathering your documents. Reach out to both your CPA and your financial planner to see what you should start doing to get things prepared for the end of the year and for the upcoming tax season. I know my CPA usually starts contacting me around October about things that I need to do in order to prepare for the upcoming tax season. And I tell you that if you take some time now, now and next month to organize your receipts, to organize your financial documents, to reconcile your accounts, to just be in contact with your CPA and your financial planners, the few hours that you take to do this is going to save you a lot of hours in February and March and April when you are having to, get your paperwork together to file your business tax returns and your personal tax returns if you have 2 tax returns to file. So therefore, go ahead and use this as an opportunity to get organized. And another reason you want to get organized is because I don't know about you, but I hate going into a new year feeling unorganized. We all want to feel like we're getting off to a new start in the new year. And the best way to get off to a new start in the new year is to wrap up old things and tie up loose ends in the current year, so that when we transition over, it's almost like, I feel like I've got everything together. So in order to do this as a locums doctor, the first thing is you want to plan. You want to plan your schedule, because you want to make sure that you have plenty of shifts to work. Come January, February, March, it's never too early to start laying out your schedule for the upcoming months. And then this is huge, to go ahead and get organized. And if, like me, getting organized means you also need to clean out your office, then you need to do that as well too, because that's why this camera is strategically placed, so you can't see this mound of paperwork I have right here, but that's going to get taken care of as well too. So the third thing that you also need to do, and this is very, very important for your year-end locums tips and tricks, is to reach out to recruiters. This is an excellent time to reconnect with some recruiters that you may have not spoken to. Hey, Doctor. Hey, Natasha. Thanks for joining. This is an excellent time to speak out, to reach out to recruiters that you may not have spoken to for the last couple of months. I spent a couple of hours later last week just cold calling some recruiters that I had not spoken to in a while, because I'm looking at, hey, Dr. Latasha, good to see you. I had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Latasha at a meet and greet in Houston this weekend for doctors, and she drove all the way from Shreveport, Louisiana to come hang out with us, and she was just such a pleasure to work with, to meet, pleasure to talk to, so I'm so excited to have met her. But yeah, this is a great time to reach out to recruiters, because there's still opportunities to maybe pick up some extra locum shifts. Things become available every day. And like I said, if you are looking at your calendar and you notice, like I did, that I don't have as many shifts to work these upcoming months that I would like, then it was an excellent opportunity to pick up the phone and call some recruiters, and they're always happy to hear from you, and they're always going to look out to see what are some good assignments that you may be able to work. So go ahead and contact some locums recruiters today. And another reason you want to do that is because of the fact that we all like to celebrate during the holidays, and sometimes some of us go over our holiday budget. I know I do. And picking up some extra holiday shifts and maybe picking up some extra shifts in the new year is a great way to offset some of that holiday spending. So go ahead and take some time to reach out to some recruiters this year to ensure that you have some additional shifts to work, and to make sure that you have the number of shifts that you need to work in order to feel financially comfortable. I know that I was on the phone today with some recruiters, and I have been on the phone a lot with the recruiters from Floyd Lee Locums, because we found a really good locums opportunity, and we have been trying our best to make it work. But It doesn't hurt to call recruiters. It doesn't hurt to talk to them. And this is a great opportunity to reach out to them at this time of the year, especially to start making plans for the next year. So I like to tell all of my locums doctors that your second job as a locums doctor is to find your next job as a locums doctor. And this still applies during the holiday season. We may be on a holiday. We may, take some time off. We may take some vacation time off, but you're not taking vacation time. You can't afford to take vacation time from always looking out for your next job. So like if you have all of your assignments laid out for the first 6 months of 2019, then that's great. But most locums doctors that I know don't. So therefore, in my mind, it's already January because, like I said, as a locums doctor, you need to start scheduling 3 months in advance. And if you're looking at your January schedule and it is not as full as you need it to be, then you need to do something about it. And if you're looking at your February schedule and it has nothing on it and no assignments, that's something that you need to start working on right now. So like I said, as a locums doctor, your second job as a locums doctor is to find your next job as a locums doctor. So like I said, use this time as an opportunity to reach out to some recruiters, so that you can schedule some additional holiday shifts, so you can schedule your shifts going into January 2019. And I highly encourage everybody to speak with the recruiters at FloydLeeLocums.com, at www.FloydLeeLocums.com. They are a concierge locums company that prides itself on providing an excellent experience for its locums doctors. And if you've never talked to them, go ahead and visit them on the website and make some phone calls. And if you have spoken to them in the past, this is a great opportunity during the holiday season to reconnect with them. They're not on vacation. They might take a couple of days off during the holidays that we take off, but they're always working because they always want to ensure that they are able to match physicians with the best assignment. So I tell you, www.FloydLeeLocums.com. And let me just take the time to see if anybody has any questions or comments. But we just want to go back and make sure that for your locums year-end tips and tricks, in order to be successful, to end 2018 on the right foot and to slide into 2019, we need to do 3 things. We need to plan our schedule. We need to get organized. So reach out to your accountant and your financial planners and go ahead and start getting your tax documents together and your financial papers together. And we need to reach out to recruiters because it's not too late to pick up some additional holiday shifts, and it's not too early to start planning your 2019 schedule. And like I say, this is my motto: your second job as a locums doctor is to find your next job as a locums doctor, and you don't really need to take a break over the holiday season in order to do so. Reach out to the recruiters at FloydLeeLocums.com. They have great opportunities. New opportunities are coming online every single day. www.FloydLeeLocums.com. I thank you all for joining me. I hope you guys continue to have a great week. Hope you guys stay warm because it's cold here in Texas. Thank you so much. I'm Dr. Stephanie, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.